Hi guys, it's Talisha and today I'm just taking you around on my day, I guess. I don't have a lot of plans for what's really happening as of yet, apart from the fact that I know I'm riding Bambi and I'm getting Dad to take some photos and videos. I think we might be doing a couple things around the farm, so I might take you along for that. Just honestly, I don't really know what exactly. Anyway, first of all, I've planned what I'm wearing, so I will show you. Obviously I'm still in my pajamas, but... So what I always do when I do photo shoots, I go and pick my set out first. And the way I normally pick out my sets is I look at photos, like of old photos I've had taken, and decide which set I haven't got any photos in or not many. Now, I literally have never had photos in this set at all. Not on any horse, so this was my choice today. It is actually the burnt orange Lemieux set. Now, these are discontinued, have been for I believe a couple years now, so it's very, very rare pad. There's also an orange bonnet. Now it's, I don't think I'm gonna use, oh, honestly, I think it's, oh, I can't use it, it's pony. But as you can see, it doesn't really match it. So I'm just gonna go to the polos and the pad. My outfit that I'm wearing is this polo shirt. I've had this for a few years, my auntie actually got me it. And then I'm wearing these Chocomole breeches. You can't really see the orange when I've got my tour boots on, but I mean, if you look really closely, there's some other orange detailing, and I just honestly love these. I love the colour, I love the fit. Then I'm just pairing it with my Thomas Cook leather fit belt. This is like my go-to belt. And then, I mean, socks, exciting, but just some Spook socks. I've got my show boots in because my everyday boots are absolutely disgusting and I don't think they can ever be cleaned up now because I use them for work. So they're not really ever clean, and when I do clean them they just still don't look right. So I'm gonna ride in my show boots. I need to clean up my helmet because it does not look good. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna get dressed now, and then I just need to wait for Dad. I am dressed. Now, first I'm going to my current feed area because Mum and I randomly just started tidying it up and throwing some stuff out. I'm still yet to move into my new tack and feed area for a lot of reasons. But I'm hoping we're going to start paving the feed area fairly soon, so I will move my feed over, like, hopefully within this month. But there's a lot of other things going on the property, like we're currently clearing trees and preparing the new area for the float once we get it, because I am getting a new float, and it is actually finished. It is ready now, but we can't pick it up for another week because of our time. But we're wanting to build like a proper undercover area for it, because that's what we don't currently have for the current float. But because I bought a new one, like brand new, customized it myself, we want it to be covered for obvious reasons, because, well, because I went all out and bought a custom new one, so I want it to last forever. But anyway, I'll show you guys what Mum and I are currently doing with the feed area. Also wanting to get it quite nice, because if you guys don't follow me on Instagram you won't know, but I have a new sponsor, and they are a company I've been feeding for 6 years now, which is Hygain Feeds. So excited. I will go into more detail about that after my ride, and I'll show you guys a bit of the merch and stuff and the shoot that I did. And I also need to get my saddle pad ready for the next comp, because they sent me a Team Hygain saddle pad and I want to put some of my other sponsor patches on it. But yeah, I want to film a what I feed my horse video with Bambi, and I want this feed area to look somewhat decent for that video. So we're cleaning it currently. Hey Charlie. Mum is literally just throwing stuff out of the shed currently. Look at all the piles. And old hay. Already looks heaps better.
So, what do you reckon that is under there? So I was thinking we should... Where are they pallets going? In your shed? Or...
I'm not sure at this stage.
But don't take them out, isn't it?
Are you excited? Bloop! I can see you. I can see you. Yes, hi. Came straight over to me. She heard me coming down. She's like, ooh. Yeah, what's all that? What's all that? Alright, let's get you going, hey? Before anyone asks, I don't have her tied up to 2 lead ropes. The purple one is actually not tied up, it's just looped over the fence, like just placed over the fence. The blue one is a special tie-up system that is like a safe tie situation, which is what I use to tie up because it's the best option for horses and it's such a safe option rather than hard tying or using baleen twine. It's just perfect. So I don't ever curry when I'm getting photos done, purely because it just brings the dust up. I mean, which is what curry combing's supposed to do, but normally every single ride I'll curry her, but when I'm getting photos I just find if I don't curry her she looks a little bit nicer because I haven't just brought up all the dust. Is the Vetsense Equigloss 5-in-1 spray for just to get a little bit of a shine going on her. So yes, and the fly spray I used was also Vetsense. I then go in with my diamond gloss brush. I don't spray the spray on where the saddle goes, just because some people say it gets slippery. Personally, I have done a full body spray before and I've never found my saddle slip with it, but you don't see it anyway, so I don't bother. So mainly her neck and hind. I do brush over her body with it though, I just don't spray directly on. And then with this brush, because it has spray on it, we'll go over her face as well. She loves her face being brushed. Don't you? When I do her mane and tail, I use the Vetsense Eliminots. I just put a bit of this in her mane along her, like along the top, and then massage it in, and then in the tail I typically just kind of squirt it around everywhere. Never brush mane and tails without having some detangler in it. So last thing I'm doing, hooves. Last thing I need to do is clean up my helmet. And my go-to gloves are always the American Equus. I love them. I think they are just the best gloves, especially for everyday riding. They're nice, they're thin, they're breathable. You have a lot of freedom in your hands. Yeah, so this camera is gonna die, but that's okay because I'm ready now. I'm gonna call Dad and he's gonna bring down my new bridle as well so I can ride her for the first time in my new bridle, and because it's going to look a lot nicer than my everyday bridle for photos. But I haven't ridden in it yet, so I need to fit it to her before we go out and compete, but it's just going to be a competition bridle because I don't trust myself to use it as an everyday bridle because I don't look after my everyday bridles. So yeah. A very tired Bambi after a very, very good ride. Time to wash you down, Bam. She's like, back to sleeping. Back to sleeping. Hard work for a baby pony. Bambi is drying right now. So while she's drying, I'm gonna do her stable, which I didn't do it this morning. When I'm working, I normally do it first thing, but what I do on my days off is I wake up at 6, so her routine is still the same. I let her out, do everything she needs in the morning, feed her, and then I go back to bed. If I was to do her stable, I would probably not be able to get back to sleep, but because I come down, virtually don't even open my eyes, I'm not even kidding, I literally come down and just try not to open my eyes much. Do not condone that, it's probably not very safe. But yeah, feed her, take off her stable rugs, and let her out. And she's happy and I can go back and sleep as long as I want. Works well. So that's why this stable wasn't done in the morning. Okay, my little vlog camera died, so I'm on my phone now. Bambi is away, and now I'm gonna go have some lunch. So that is my tack room in there, my current tack room, which we won't go in at the moment. I did clean it not long ago, but it's not looking the best. Mum has done a great job on it all.
Not dressed for video.
So all my feeds over this side. Got the 2 chaffs at the back, the show talk, some leftover oats. I don't actually feed Bambi oats anymore. Nice, and this fits. We've got 3 bags in that at the moment of the show talk. The chaff struggles to fit in both of them, so there's lucerne and then there's the oat and chaff. But for now, before we move into the new shed, this will be good. It could store about half a bag of chaff, so that's pretty good. And yeah, then in here there's just a bunch of bits and pieces that I want to stay clean and dust free, which is like a lot of vet stuff, bandaging gear. Then I've got my supplements up here. As you can see, I only use TuffRock, Hygain and Vetsense. And then down here is my TuffRock joint supplement there. The best feed on the market, Hygain. This is the show talk, and this is what Bambi gets. Jep is on the Hygain Equine Senior, but as I said, I will do a full video on what I feed Bambi later on. I have already done one for Jep, but I will be redoing it because when I did Jep's, it was when she was in full competition work, so her feed routine has slightly changed. Alright, so it's quite a bit later. I got distracted, was editing and doing bits and pieces, and I'm back on my camera because it's got enough battery now. But I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit about my new sponsor. So, Hygain. This is so exciting for me. Pull some photos up from the little photo shoot and you can see the rug and stuff. And I'll also show you, I'm still waiting on more things. We have 2 polo shirts you can see in the photo of me wearing my polo shirt. Got my competition pad, my feeder for comps, and then I've got my hay feeder as well. I've got some hats, and like on top of that I've got my feed and supplements and stuff. But which again I'll go into detail when I do the full what I feed Bambi video. But I am so excited about this. As I was saying, I've literally fed Hygain feeds ever since I bought Jep. So that was nearly 6 years ago. I've been feeding their feeds and I would never use another feed. So when Hygain approached me, it was an instant yes, and it was a dream, honestly. Dream sponsor for me. Every single horse I have owned has been on Hygain. Jep started the trend with the Equine Senior. She kept going throughout her senior years. She retired due to no issues or anything, but at the ripe old age of 25 after competing at 2 national events and bringing home national champion at 1. And COVID popped around, so we were supposed to do another national in 2020, but when COVID popped around, it was just the right time to retire her on a high note. Anyway, this is not about Jep. Long story short is I thoroughly believe Jep would not have been able to keep up with the competition work and that full competition work without Hygain feeds. She always felt $1,000,000. Every time she stepped out into that arena, she was full of energy and feeling like she was half her age. And a big part of that is feed. Your horse's diet is so important into their performance, their attitude towards work, everything. So if you're not feeding good quality feed, if you're not feeding the correct feed for your horse, you're not going to get the best horse you can in the arena. So Hygain proved to me from day one that they were just an amazing feed that I needed to keep all of my horses on, with how good it worked with Jep. So all of my horses have been on it. So I'm so excited about this sponsorship. It is just, as I said, a dream come true. And I can't wait to share so much content with you guys and share how great Hygain really is to all of you. I mean, I've known this for nearly 6 years about how great they are, but you know, I can use my experience and my knowledge alongside with the team at Hygain to spread the word about how amazing they are. I have so many fun videos planned. If there's any videos you want in particular to do with the feed, let me know. I will be feeding Baby's feeding routine and then Jep's a bit later on, because as I said before in this video, Jep's has changed since she's retired. She's still on Equine Senior, but she's just not on the exact same diet because she doesn't need all that energy. She just needs to be healthy, and yeah, which she is. Still living her best life. She's nearly 27 and still goes like a young horse. No issues, no arthritis. Like, can you believe it? She's nearly 27, no signs of arthritis, no signs of anything. It's just amazing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next week. Bye!